And finally today, a huge story in media that's being trumped, I guess, by other stories. Alex Sherman joining us now. Fox, Disney, and Warner Brothers were supposed to have this huge new sports venture. It's now off.
Yeah, this has gone through quite the evolution. It looked as though this was going to be a huge announcement from these companies. Then this little company called Fubo, which is a sports streaming service, sued Venue, and there was a temporary injunction, and it looked like Venue was not going to launch, or at least was on pause for a little while.
Fubar.
Correct. Yes, exactly. And then we found out on Monday that Fubo and Hulu, with live TV owned by Disney, are merging, and this lawsuit was going away. And it seemed like that was the pathway for Venue to launch again. And I spoke to people that work for Venue, and they were overjoyed because it looked like this sports streaming service was finally going to launch, and maybe very soon. And then we get the news today that it's off completely. And I think what happened over the past 48 hours is that DirecTV and Dish jumped in and said, wait a second, that lawsuit that you just dismissed with this merger acquisition, don't shelve it. There were some really interesting legal questions that were brought up about the bundling of cable services that we want a judge to investigate. So both of those companies filed letters with the court saying, no, we're interested in you pursuing this.
Interesting.
That may have been the catalyst for Disney and the other companies to say, you know what, it's just not worth it.
Because Laura Martin last hour hypothesized that this was also about Disney just giving up on kind of the linear-ish streaming model to do pure streaming, and that Fubo might ultimately be, in some ways, a way to kind of put its linear stuff in one app.
Yeah, I think the whole world is headed in that direction. The interesting thing there with the bundling aspect is that Disney bundles its streaming services. It bundles ESPN and Hulu and Disney+. So if bundling was now going to be put in front of the court as potentially illegal, that would even affect Disney's streaming plans.